So I say hello?
Yeah, go hello, hello, welcome to Quackalope, and then start the video.
Hello, hello, welcome to Quackalope. And today we are shelving and selling 10 different games that I, Professor Meg, got to select.
So if you don't know who this is, you need to go swing by the board game culture over on Instagram, because this is Professor Meg. Not only is she a real-life Pokemon professor, not only does she take absolutely incredible photos of games she has played and is ready to recommend on her feed, she also has like 20, how many, like 20-something, 20-plus?
Games?
1,000 subscribers
Oh,
over
yes.
She's a thing, and you should totally go check it out. If you do know who Professor Meg is, because you're watching this not because you like ducks, but particularly because you like her, we're Quackalope. We do duck-related board game stuff.
Not really very much duck-related.
More duck-related than board games,
No.
Oftentimes. And this is a series that we do where we break down various different games in our personal collection.
Do we have a metal game?
And decide we don't this time.
We don't, but there's 11 games.
I have no idea where your math came from.
You forgot to take
we
one
were going to
off.
take that one out.
Okay. Fair enough. Either way, this is a series where we were breaking down our personal collection, and when we have guests in, we think it's fun for them to go down through our shelves, look at the stuff that we haven't made a decision on, and advocate for us to get rid of, never play, completely trash, or keep, shelf, and love forever.
And sometimes they choose decisions that we've made and reverse them.
Yeah. Which is going to be a fun conversation. So if you're here, another thing that I want to note, and then we'll get started on the video, I promise, this, as you could probably guess, is only the start to a whole series of videos that we're doing. We have some review content, we have your top 10 list coming to the channel very soon, which I'm stoked about, and we have 3 gameplays of Tidal Blades.
With that,
Let's get started on Shelf or Sell.
Kim Joy's Magic Bakery.
Kim Joy's Magic Bakery. It's a really fun co-op card game. You're getting ingredients to make certain things. I don't know if you guys will ever sit down to play it by choice.
Okay.
Didn't we get this from Jan?
No, I think this is a copy that was sent to us as a press coverage, that we got it on the edge of moving.
Yeah.
It's from Skybound. It's a little cutesy for me, although Shira might absolutely adore the artwork. We haven't had a chance to play it yet.
And I will say, I greatly enjoyed it, and it will not leave my collection.
Okay.
Because
I think of what-
never leave your collection.
I've never gotten rid of a game.
That's a fair point.
They all live in my house. But yeah, I think it's definitely one of those things where if you're into the theme, it's great.
Okay.
And I just, from what I know of your taste, I just don't
Sure.
know if it'll, I don't know if you'll get it to the table the way it deserves.
So you think try
someone
it?
else could be playing it.
You think try it, but it probably
Yeah.
doesn't need to stick around.
I think there's somewhere it
that's-
would definitely be loved.
I think that's fair.
Maybe we gift it to Ricky. It seems like a theme she might like.
You did mention that
Yeah.
like Alex and his daughter would probably get a lot of joy out of it.
And I think, yeah.
I'm not opposed. I don't know that I can argue with you. We need to sit down and play it, but outside of that, we will have to see. I mean, it's really something that could be like Quack and Co content.
Yeah.
Which isn't really a thing.
Unless you search for
Yeah, that's true. All right. This is one that a friend of ours, actually, Devin, when we had him pick, he had this on the list too.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Everyone is very opinionated about this game.
Was this keep or sell on his list?
I believe it was... Where was it on the shelves downstairs?
It was... Well, it's in the top 100.
I don't remember.
All right. What's your thought?
Status?
Keep it.
Yeah.
Absolutely keep it. To me, this is the better version of Mansions of Madness. They're both
He also
made by
had
Fantasy
Mansions of
Flight.
Madness on his list, and I think he made the same decision.
Yeah, it's a bit tougher. There's a little bit more to it. It is harder. It's a game that can beat you, which I love.
Okay.
So yeah, I would keep this over that, and it's a great game.
It's an app.
If you like Lord of the
right?
Rings.
I do like Lord of the Rings quite a lot.
And it is. It's very similar to Mansions.
Okay. We haven't played either of them yet. Okay. They're both on our list of need to play.
I would play both, and Mansions is definitely great for like a more relaxed night and more players. If you have a higher player count,
but
I would do
you vote
Mansions,
for this over top.
Yeah,
it's also solo.
Yeah.
So
yep.
you're diving into some solo content.
Yeah, slowly and
It's
surely.
a good one.
Cool. I'm excited. I like when people tell me to go ahead and keep and play a game that I've been excited about for a while.
Keep it. Fog of Love. This is another great one that I think you guys should keep. The thing
She's shaking her head.
I did the research for this with PAX U, which was where we picked up a copy of it.
I'm really excited about it.
It doesn't seem like it's up my alley. It's all about relationships, and you are creating different traits and going on the ultimate date, basically, with the other character. You're not supposed to really base it off of real-life relationships, but some people do, and you want to, and break the game. Yeah, I know, you're so proud of that.
the thing about Fog of Love that I love about that being brought up is that you get certain traits and you're a certain person. And you have certain things where there are these sides and you pay into different attributes. So say you're more a loner or more social. And if you're a social character, you'll pay into the social side. And what I love about it is that you're playing the character you get. You're not playing yourself. You're not trying to have a good date. If I'm playing a bad, self-centered character, I don't want you to have a good time. Huh. So I think it's really fun that it's just taking relationship
a bad, self-centered person that doesn't want to go on dates? Okay.
No.
I mean...
That's why they tell you not to play yourself in this game.
It is tough and fun that it's not your relationships, it's the relationship of the game that's set up at that time. So if you thought about, like, if you were role-playing, and if it was Lord of the Rings, if you're playing Legolas and Gimli, you'll act like Legolas and Gimli. And for something like this, you should feel the same way, where you're acting as the character you were handed, and you're not trying to be who you would be.
Interesting. Maybe you can give us a run-through of it.
Yeah.
I think it's cute. It's a game I've been intrigued by a lot.
Yes.
But a lot of people are really split on it. They either find the cool storytelling elements and, like, the experience of the game, and they love that, or they miss out on some of the, like, mechanics, and because you really need both. Like, it's a little bit of a mechanic game, but it really is a storytelling engine.
Right. And the thing about this one is, because of what you randomly get dealt, both people can be happy, one person can be happy, or no one. Because that's what they call it in the end, is if you're actually happy with what you did with your life. So it is hard that you can either have both people win or just one. So I think maybe that's where some people don't enjoy it.
Interesting.
But I do.
I am excited to play it personally.
It's fun.
Despite Shira's skepticism. And I still want to play as myself.
Yes. Okay. Forgotten Waters by Plathead Games.
Forgotten Waters. See, this is where I'm going to get roasted for flipping this to say keep Fog of Love, get rid of Forgotten Waters.
Oh, man.
Again, I will never get rid of Forgotten Waters, and I would play it once a week if I could.
But you're telling us to get rid of it?
Yeah, because it's only fun at 3+ player, and how many games do you have to play that you have on your list for X amount of reasons? When are you going to play a game for fun with at least 3 people?
Sure.
That's my only reason for it, is that I just don't... It also, you go through a story and it's progressive where you can save it and things like that. And if you save it and don't remember when you get back to it,
I'm going to throw you a curveball.
You want to play it tonight?
No. I have played Forgotten Waters.
Okay.
Multiple times. And I really like it. Except, I think your point is correct. No. I don't think this hits the table without a consistent game group that loves it, and that's something we don't really have.
Yeah.
It's a lovely game. It has really, really fun action selection as you pick your roles on the boat, and really great storytelling, beautiful artwork, but it definitely doesn't function with just Shira and I. Yeah. It just breaks.
Yeah.
And more play, like, I think, like you say, 3, I think 4 and a little bit higher is actually...
Every time I played
4
was
and
4.
5.
Yeah.
And it's a blast.
Yeah.
But there's so many other games competing for that space, and in our personal collection... This, I just don't see hitting the table. Because I love the story of it. You love the story of it. And the mechanics are a lot of fun. But, no one around me wants to play it.
Yeah, and even if you have one night you can play, you can't keep going. And that's the hard part, is if it's 5 months between games, it's just not...
Yeah, it doesn't pick up. Because it's a progressive story. You're trying to accomplish the mission and moving forward with each one. I just got this in.
Yeah.
This is like... What are you staring at? You're trying to get
No, I'm trying to remember if I've played it, and I believe I have played it, and I have a very strong opinion.
I will pass it over here so you can look it over.
I do love this game.
Yeah?
Yes, I absolutely love it.
I have played this, and if you make the wrong decision, I don't know what we're going to say about this.
I think the good point about this one, that Jesse talked me into grabbing a 10th game. I would get rid of this to get Dinosaur World. So if you were playing both and you wanted one, the way I worded it was if you don't have either, I would buy Dinosaur World. So. And
I said that means that Dinosaur Island is the lesser of the two.
Great game.
But we don't have Dinosaur World,
right? And that's what I was like. Well,
we're gonna keep Dinosaur Island until you procure Dinosaur World.
But that's what she's saying. She's advocating for you don't really need both of them, is what you said. And I have played and really liked Dinosaur Island. We just picked up a copy of it. I enjoy it quite a lot. However, I have not played Dinosaur World.
Same.
And with your context, I kind of want the best versions of... Like, we could justify having the best versions of games in our collection. So if Dinosaur World is the thing that's tipping the bucket on this, maybe we play this a few times, decide we really love it, and...
go find Dinosaur
World. Be like me and keep both.
or be like you and keep
Staying
both.
on your side
Again,
for
context
now.
though, I heard you don't get rid of things.
Yeah. I don't.
Which is also me, so I'm not really, not really
I'm
saying
hitting
anything.
max capacity, but...
What is max capacity? How many games do you think you have?
Over 250. I got the badge on Board Game Geek for over 250.
Nice. But you track everything in
Yep.
PGG. We have 7 Calyxes
Yeah.
almost full. Because I also have had a history of... This is why we started this series.
Duplicates too.
We do, but this is why we started the series, is because I don't get rid of things.
Yes.
So now this is getting rid of things. Ticket to Ride.
Ticket to Ride, keep. Absolutely keep. This is
version?
one of my...
Because there's so many different versions
That's a
of
good
this
question.
game.
Well, if you already have this one, I don't think you need many other versions. Like, if you wanted certain things, if you love it, get them. But if you already have one, I don't know if you need more versions. But this one is one of my favorite games to just pick up and go. I love this game. It's so easy. So you can do it on a night where you're really tired. You have a lot going on. We'll play this when we're eating dinner. So I do that a lot, that kind of stuff. So this is one that I just... It's very easy, but very fun and really engaging. I really love it, and I think I usually can't win, so I think that's why I want to always play it and get it back to the table. But I think this is a staple that you can use to introduce people to the hobby. It's great for, you can go up to 5 players. I think it's fun.
I'm going to surprise everyone and say I've never played this game.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yes.
This is one of those family intro games.
I know, it's a classic. And while I have played Settlers of Catan, and I was into that before I got into gaming, this never got brought up on my radar. Alex is a really bad introducer to games. I mean, we should shame him here.
I mean, he got you to like
We're going to send
Inish.
Share to my house.
He got me to Inish
But
and
he skipped Ticket
Zacades
to
and
Ride in the
Kemet. But
process.
exactly.
Oh,
He skipped
man.
Ticket to Ride. And so
How offensive.
through my journey, I have never come across it. It's been intriguing to me because I've started to play some 18XX games, and I've liked the train theme genre. I don't think this is close to an 18XX.
It's a train theme.
But like Iberian Gauge is a lot of fun, and so I want to give it a shot, and I've been meaning to.
I would be totally down.
Yeah,
to
we could
play
play this so
like
quickly.
over dinner, just
So
popping
quickly,
it out
yeah.
and going.
Yeah.
I think
she
funny.
would like it too because it's so ridiculously accessible.
It's
And I
funny
think-
because like I've never played it, and like I was like, it's funny you bring this up because I don't. Some of these,
Games like this, too, I think, to me, are low-key enough that even if you lose, this is a game I don't get upset losing. There are some that you're so engaged in that you feel like you're so close, where this is a game that's just fun to play with everyone and talk. And
Any heavy Euro for Shira? She is she's very, very okay if she won, and she wins like 30% of her time,
No,
which
I win,
in
like,
heavy Euros,
5%.
that's a good record.
Yeah.
It's like, no, we have the BGG stats, it's like 30% of the time. Here's the thing, when she loses though, it is the
It's a
end
disaster.
of the world.
I'm the same.
Please,
So I would play co-op.
okay, please tell me this is a keep,
Oh, it's
because
a
I
keep.
want to keep this game. I still have not played it
Oh,
though.
it's gonna keep so we can go farming and take care of our area. I
love
love
the
this
video
board game. It's really, really fun. I haven't gotten into the table since last year, the end of last year, but I love it. It's really great. And the way, have you opened it up?
It is.
The way they
I
store
had a
the
friend,
components
I had a
is
friend
really
learn
great.
it for me, and then I ended up moving, and so he ended up just handing it back and never actually coming over to teach me.
Yeah, there's
he
a
said
bunch
he
of,
liked
like-
it a lot as well.
There's a bunch of tokens, and they have trays in it for the tokens, so it's
I
organized
guaranteed those are
beautifully.
all tipped over right now.
Yeah.
That's how we hold
Just a
games.
gentle little.
You're gonna make so many people on there nervous.
Me. But yeah, this one's really fun if you like Stardew Valley or love Stardew Valley. It's a great homage to it. Everything matches great. They bring a lot into it. But also if you don't know it, it's just a really beautiful, cute farming game.
What's the core systems in it? Is it competitive? Is it
It's
cooperative? Is it
co-op
co-op?
again.
Okay.
Yep. So you guys are working together with different jobs and getting different things. So have you played Stardew Valley?
On the video game,
Yeah, so you get things like the hoe, like you're trying to get your items to start doing certain things, and then there's also a collection aspect with like the Junimos that you're trying to
Is there
get different
like a
things.
fail condition? Is there like a
Yeah.
is it hard to win type of thing?
Yeah, and I haven't played it recently
Yeah.
enough, but the last time we played, we won by like the very last turn. That it
Cool.
usually is a question. It was tough.
I like
Yeah.
co-ops that squeeze you.
Yeah,
and this
it
theme
really
gets
was.
me, but I'm always concerned that it's not going to
It was tough.
be a pressure mechanic as
Yeah,
much.
no, I would say it'll give you a challenge.
So a game that
We have already featured on this channel,
Absolutely
and we have made a
love.
final
Both of us.
decision about
Yeah.
that is
Oh.
never going to be
is
changed.
fantastic. Wow.
Except someone
I
has a different
couldn't
opinion
imagine how
here.
someone could disagree with
It's
keeping-
such a pretty game.
Sorry.
You like colors. How do you not like the colors?
All right,
and
Meg. What's your thoughts?
Everyone's gonna hate me now.
No, they're not.
I don't think you
Half
need
the
this.
people are going to agree with you.
Yeah.
I don't think you need it.
What?
I just don't
What
think
takes
you
its
need
place?
it. Anything. Anything with a little bit more reading or... Like, I've only played it a couple times. I do have it. I owned it, and then we dove into it. But you're just filling the spots with the dice you roll, right?
Yeah. It's a complete
The dice aren't
abstract.
even that pretty. Like, they're just base dice that you find on, like, the floor of a game store sometimes. It's being really mean. I don't see what's... This isn't too light for me. This is not enough. Not enough.
We like it because... So it's a complete abstract. Yeah. It's nice because it's kind of a roll and write, like Donjon So Clever style game without needing any writing or anything on it, which is good. And then you combine that with, I do find a lot of tactical decisions in what dice I select, where I put them on my grid, how I fill out this the like numbers puzzle.
Do you like abstract games? Is abstract like some of your genres?
I guess not really.
Abstract is like one of my favorite genres. So like this along with Tak and along with Santorini and along with Yinch and all these other games. It falls into that category that I really enjoy. Yeah. Also similar to like Luna Capital and Cascadia, where you have different objectives each game that you're going for and trying to solve a pattern.
Have you had a chance to play like Calico, Cascadia?
I played Cascadia, and I think that one's much more engaging.
Okay.
I guess that's the thing, is I just felt like this wasn't engaging, and it was a little just too simple for me, I think. I think with the things going on...
I definitely feel like it's a lightweight intro gamer, but as one of the... That's one of the categories that I don't have in our collection. Games to introduce people to.
Like, I would play Ticket to Ride over this any day, and they're not similar at all. Right. But for me, the accessibility of putting it to the table and how easy it is, I would go Ticket to Ride every time.
Cool. I think that's fair. I love hearing... When you grabbed this, I was like, oh yeah, that's a great one. And you're like, oh wait.
For me, the really fun moments are what I love about games. And for this, I can't think of that exciting moment that happens. Like... Even rolling the dice doesn't feel that great. I don't know.
So then I hopefully will agree with you on this next one.
Santa Monica. What are you hoping?
I've played this.
Oh, have you?
I have played this.
I have not yet.
Okay.
I think you can get rid of it.
Yay! Okay, we agree. I don't think there's any fun moments.
It's fine. I enjoy the boardwalk part. There aren't many beach-themed games, so I did like the beach art on it.
I felt it was average. Fine. It was like an average, it's a 3. And I don't think our collection needs to be filled with 3s. And so I felt like it was very average when I played it. I played it with Alex and Rena, and we all agreed on it. So.
It was fine, but I don't think,
Nothing stood out, nothing like...
Yeah, not when you got Jaws of the Lion to play.
Sure, fair enough.
Come over here.
She's stealing it. So, I haven't done the math.
I have done the math.
So I'm actually not following along. I've heard the loop described as... I purchased this from Pandasaurus when it first came out at, I think, PAX or Origins, one of the conventions recently.
Origins.
We haven't played it yet, but it's been on my radar as like a pandemic-style game, right? Min-maxing a bunch of cubes across a board. Does it do it well? Is it...
I say keep it.
Yeah?
The loop, I think, is really fun. But one of the things I like the most is that my husband really likes it. And for me... watching someone else really happy playing a game, I really enjoy that. I think this is one that's very accessible that you could bring new people into and watch them be excited, and that's something I love about games, that I think it's great to play and keep, but also it's one that you can show people and they'll get really engaged. Is it Pandemic-esque in nature and in the way that it plays? Pandemic.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
We found a hole in your play. Nice. So Ticket to Ride for you.
Pandemic for you.
It's really interesting because it moves kind of backwards. So you can't really plan your moves or actions because he'll move. So you can't really plan your turns ahead of time, which is something I normally do. I normally plan 2 turns ahead of time, and I love that. So this was a game that I couldn't do that, and it kind of made me assess the game state new every time, and I really enjoyed that part of it.
So it's super reactionary.
Yeah,
You're trying to
it's
keep it from
constantly
escalating out of control.
So interesting.
I'm intrigued. Honestly, if it does, I'm not a big fan of Pandemic. I think it does what it does well. It's one of those games where, like, intro game, I understand why it exists in the genre, I understand why it's done immensely well in the space and introduced so many people to the hobby, But I'd love a game to replace that for me. That type of
Yeah.
mechanic, that type of like escalating failure, the chaos cube management system. And I'm hoping this one does.
I like
So
the theme
I'm
of it a
glad that
lot.
you like this. When you
It
pull
was
it off the
adorable.
shelf,
The artwork inside is really cool.
And there's a little tower that's what kind of
pour cubes
Yeah.
down and it
determines
like
where
it
things
spills
go.
out. We
Yeah.
built it on camera.
See,
Yeah,
I was
it does
thinking,
really well.
I was thinking you were gonna axe this one, so I was a
No.
little sad when you pulled it off the shelf.
I like it.
I like a vote in favor. So with that being said, be super excited because we're doing some cool stuff with Meg. Super glad to have her here. Along with that, follow the link down below to swing over to Professor Meg over on Instagram and give her a follow. And finally, leave a comment down below. Agree? Disagree? Anything we should give a fair shake? Or just axe them all, Sagrada included?
Thank you so
Thanks
much
for
for
being
watching.
here.
Whatever the case, whatever you're doing, remember to do the important thing. Go play games. See you next time.